All right, you're going to want to have resources on your Moodle page. Frankly, anything that you might eventually give as a handout, you might as well have on your Moodle page. Links that you might want to have to particular articles or weekly readings that you want your students to do. Put them all in the resources, and you can do this very easily so that the rest of the semester you don't have to be spending your time finding handouts, getting handouts, reminding students of the websites they're supposed to look at. So what we're going to do is, again, we're going to, let's say you have a resource that you want to add. In my case, I'm going to add it to week 2 here, where my course is going to talk about college policy making, and I have a summary of a book I want them to look at. So I'm going to go to Turn Editing On, and I'm going to go to that second week where I have Add a Resource. So don't put on the first week, let's put on that second week. You can put on the first week, but in my case it's the second week that's relevant. And as you did with your syllabi, it's going to be basic link to a file or a website. And again, you're just going to give it a very simple name, which in this case will be Zemsky. That's the name of the author. A brief descriptor, summary of challenges in higher education. Whoops. And again, as you do with any attachment, you're going to choose to upload a file. And we're going to upload it here. We're going to browse through our various documents to find it. I actually have it here in a Moodle file. It was on my flash drive, so I've already skipped to that step. Hopefully you would know how to get to there. I'm going to double click on Zemsky. I'm going to upload this file. And again, here he has shown up as a resource in my general resources, but I've not chosen where to put it. So I'm going to hit choose here. And since I was doing this on that second week, it's going to show up in my number 2 box. So it doesn't show up on my main first, but there it is on my second one. You and the students can click on it. And there's the summary of the book. And if you have certain questions you want them to answer, you can have that related. I don't have that on here, but I could have easily added it. But again, they can't lose it. They never have to ask for another copy, and it's there. And frankly, if you're going to teach the class again and again, which many of us do, you have it basically saved for, frankly, almost ever. So let's say that you want to ask your students to look at a website, go to a specific link. You can also do that here under the Add a Resource. And at this point, it might be intuitive in terms of what you're going to do here, but I want to let you know anyway. So again, you're going to link to a website as opposed to a file. So what's happened is you've been brought back to the same spot you were before when you downloaded your Zemsky article, but now you're going to list the name of the website, in this case Chronicle of Higher Education. I've typed it before, so that's why it already populates it. Down here I'm going to put a very simple note, read weekly. And then down here you can see is a place for the HTTP address. And so I'm going to type in chronicle.com. Again, I've done it before, so it's going to populate it for me. And this is the thing, is you don't want to choose or upload a file because it's not a file. It's just simply going to link this to where you had it for which week. So save and return to course. And you'll see that in week 2. I actually had it there twice, so I apologize. But this the second one is what I just loaded. So they can click on it. And it goes to the home page, and then whatever you ask them to do, they can now do. Very simple. So load your resources as soon as you want, beginning of the semester or prior to each week, and the students can have what they need.